Well, good day, folks. MBWA Man here again. Out on the line, I use a lot of these 160s and a lot of these 220 type Conibears. Use them a lot for Fisher, use them a lot for mink, use them a lot for martin. And up until this point, I've been buying these little clips, these stabilizers that you screw down into a board or into the tree, and they attach. When you set your Conibear, you kind of pinch your Conibear around them, and they help to stabilize them on the tree so you don't have to have a whole lot of rig, and they work really, really well. What I want to show you today is that you don't have to buy the ones from the trapping supply places, that you can build your own. This is one that I built, just took me a minute, and I built this out of a standard H-clip for connecting half-inch pieces of OSB or plywood together. This is like 6 cents at the local hardware place, and then just a couple of minutes and I can get you, I can show you how to build one of these stabilizers that is pretty much the same as this one, except for way less cost. So stay tuned to the MBWA Man channel here, and I'm going to show you how to make one of these out of a standard H-clip that works the same way, and then I'll demonstrate exactly how it's used. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and subscribe. More hunting, trapping, shooting type videos, and give us a thumbs up if you like the video, and if you don't like the video, feel free to give us a thumbs down, but go ahead and leave a comment down below as to why you didn't like the video or how we could have improved it. Always looking for ways to engage our audience a little better, a little more on the MBWA Man channel here, and with that said, just have a watch and I'll show you how to make one of these. Okay guys, so all we're going to do is we're going to try to get a regular half-inch OSB or plywood clip, and we're going to convert that into one of these, which is going to be a great holder for your Conibear, either on a tree or on top of a square peg or however you want to use it. So these are a really cheap and easy way to make Conibear holders, so you don't have to go out and purchase the ones from trapping supply companies and all of that. And these work just as well, especially on like a 120 or a 160 or a 220. They work great. So we're going to start out with these, and all we're going to do is we're going to mark about 1/8 of an inch. So you're going to mark 1/8 of an inch across here, okay, just to give yourself kind of a line to go by. And then you're going to mark another 1/8 of an inch up from the edge here and the edge here. Same on the back, same on both sides. Okay, so that's basically what you have to start with. So we're going to take this, and we're going to take this over to the vise, and I'll show you what the next step is. So at this point, we're just going to take our little H-clip here, and we're going to lock it down in our vise so that the top blade of our vise is across our 1/8 line. And we're going to tighten it in so that we've got the same on each side, so that we're level across that, even with the lines, okay? Perfect. Take a pair of pliers or something, and we're just going to bend those top H-clips out just a little bit, just so that they're not towed in too much. And then from this point, we're going to take a hammer, flatten them down. Okay, so that's what we've got. We've got our H-clip, and we've now flattened and made our bottom support piece for our Conibear, and we've bent it across where we had our 1/8 of an inch lines on the bottom. Next, we're going to take our top pieces here, and we're going to bend those down, and we're going to bend them hopefully at the 1/8 of an inch mark that we've marked. So I just use a pair of pliers, and it's not a great big deal. I just grab just above the mark and I bend them just like that, okay? Square them up a little bit, just like that. Okay, same on the other side. Okay, what that gives us is that. All right, that's what we're looking for, okay? After that, what I do is I just take a nail and I make a little tiny puncture, not a puncture, it doesn't go the whole way through, but just a little tiny indent. And all that acts as a guide for my drill when I go to drill this out. So the next step, we just take it over and we're gonna drill a hole right here. Then all we're gonna do here is we're just gonna drill a hole in the center of this. And that hole is just simply so that when we put this on the tree, right, we've got a place to put our nail or our screw down in through. All right, so we got this built, and you'd be out there on the line and you'd have your piece of wood for your float up out of the edge of a beaver dam, or you'd have your blown down tree or whatever you're gonna use. And then you basically, just like you would the normal ones, just screw this onto your basically screw that onto your tree, and you've got, you know, pretty much the same thing. So there we go. And grab your favorite trap, whatever that might be, and we're gonna set it around just like you would on the other ones, and you're gonna pinch it in the jaws of this, just like that. Get it set. I always set on the very first trigger. That's just me. Okay, so what you've got is you've got the same thing right there. Okay, that helps to stabilize your trap. Now, if it's on this much of an angle, like this, okay, what you can do is you can adjust these. If you don't find that, if you think this is a little bit loose for what you like, you can always slide it off, and you can always just adjust these. Just give them a little push, squish them down just a little bit if you find that they're a little bit too loose, and then go ahead and readjust and snap that back in there. Okay, so once that's there, and then you're good and solid, just like that. Okay, so you're all set right there. Basically, you built the same thing, and it is a much cheaper way to do it, and you can have pockets full of these for the price of just the one of the store-bought version. So anyway, thanks for checking this out, and that's just another helpful tip out on the trap line from MB Wildman.